What's up guys, Ryan here from MudGunner, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my unfinished guns. I was thinking about what to post today, and it's kind of late as always. I was thinking about what to post, and I'm like, I feel like I've shown you guys a lot of my completed guns, but I don't really talk about my uncompleted guns that much, because to me they're not like cool, but they are still cool. And I think it's important to like kind of see where things can start out and how they can end up, because I feel like I build out a lot of rifles and I always have works in progress. And there's some stuff that, you know, I might just be missing the can or I might just be missing the light. But there are a few here that I'm like, I really don't know what direction I want to go in. So this is just me talking about it. If you guys have ideas, let me know. You can send pictures of, you know, if you have ideas for me to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. I also do my weekly viewer build series where we talk about like builds and stuff, and every week's a different theme. So I look at those too. But yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for this one. The other two we'll talk about too in a second. But yeah, this is one that I don't think I've shown on the channel at all yet. So this is an MCX. I believe it is a Virtus. It's kind of weird. So this one is not stamped Virtus. I want to say this looks like a TAC Ops. So this came from a buddy of mine. It's a 11.5-inch MCX pistol. The reason why I have this one out here is I wanted to show you what I already have. So I basically have the same gun in gray, in 5.56 as an SBR suppressed. So I don't want to clone it. Like I can throw an EOTech on there and basically do the same thing, but I don't want to do that because I'm just not going to end up shooting it. So I'm going to keep it as a pistol. There's no reason for me to SBR this one. Not that there's no reason. I don't want to SBR this one when I got that one. So that's out of the question. I want to keep it as a pistol, but it's an 11.5-inch 5.56, and so is this one. Now this one has the SIG SR762 QD suppressor. I'm not saying this will be on here forever because maybe I get another 7.62 SIG that I want to throw it on, but for right now this one is married to this gun. Now I do have at the shop a SIG SDR5 5.56 suppressor. It's a direct thread 5.56 taper suppressor. That's going to go on here. That thing is a brick shit house. It's super massive. It's thicker than that, like way thicker than that one, but it's set up to be ran on a SIG. So this is going to get the SIG SDR5 direct thread suppressor, but what optic should I put on here? And the reason why I think this could be like a TAC Ops or something like that is because the plate right here does not say Virtus. Mine does say Virtus on here. It came with the factory SIG iron sights. This has a factory extended SIG charging handle. This is way better than the factory MCX charging handle. I always swap them out for the Raptor, the Radiant Raptor, but this one, it's already extended. So part of me thinks this might be like a special package one, but I don't know. I'm just not super familiar with it. So, I mean, for the most part, it's just a SIG MCX Virtus maybe. This has like the Virtus style rail, same as that one, it's just in black. Trigger wise, it's got a pretty light trigger. I have not updated that Virtus trigger. That one is, mine looks a little bit thicker than this one. This looks much thinner. Oh yeah, that feels way different than the one I have in there. So this whole gun is upgraded out of the box, which is actually pretty nice. But optic wise, I'm not sold on what to do yet. I'm thinking maybe an ACOG, but I don't know. It's gonna have a beefy suppressor. I was also thinking maybe like a little mini SPR. Just bear with me on this. I was thinking maybe a bipod and some type of magnified optic and just have it be a little bench plinker or something like that. But yeah, the SDR5 suppressor is going to be really heavy on here. But yeah, I'm just not sure what to do with that yet. But for the most part, the base gun is set up. Like I can go shoot this with the iron sights and be fine. I don't have anything on the muzzle device yet, but I got muzzle devices too. So yeah, that is my 11.5-inch 5.56 SIG that I'm kind of at a loss on what to do. I don't want to make it exactly like this. So yeah. Now over here, this one I've talked about a couple times. This is my BCM. This is the KMR something. It's the 11.5-inch barrel. I don't really know what to do on this. I threw this EOTech on here and then I took it off to run on my AR-57, which I took it off that because the AR-57 is having barrel issues. I got to see about reaching out to Aero Precision and see if they can take care of me on that. I was going to talk to them at SHOT Show next week. But yeah, I have an Aero Precision AR-57 that's having some barrel issues, accuracy issues, a bunch of stuff. So I took all the optics off there. So this one I could put on here, but I'm not sold on that idea. I do have my other BCMs here. So this BCM, I really, really, really love it. And it started out looking like this. It just had the M-LOK rail. So these started out looking the exact same, and this is what I was able to turn it into. So that just shows, you know, a pretty decent before and after on what you can do if you like dedicate a project and, you know, put your mind to it. So This is my FBI HRT inspired clone. I built it on a BCM, that's not correct, but I just wanted to use the 11.5 BCM because they use 11.5s. So that is what I did with a bone stock BCM. I turned it into this. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this one. I kind of want to do something, you know, just as intense. Maybe change the rail. I do like BCM rails, but maybe change the rail and do another clone build of some type, an 11.5-inch gun. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet because this one's got the aim point. This is the T1 Steiner laser, Cloud Defensive Light, Griffin Armament HRT 556 suppressor. Yeah, it's just fully decked out. This one, I will probably also keep it as the pistol. I'm not opposed to SBRing stuff, just I got to figure out exactly what I want to do to it. So I'm not sold on the EOTech on this. As far as other optics, I have an EOTech 511. Now this is supposed to go on an HK416 whenever I get around to doing it. The reason why this one is here is about a week ago, I almost had a 416 upper. The deal was almost done, but it just fell through at the last moment. I was going to trade this Knight's Armament upper plus something else for a HK 416 upper. They're very expensive, but I really want a 416 upper. I'm going to basically do Rob O'Neill's clone. Rob O'Neill is the Navy SEAL that killed Osama bin Laden. So based off the pictures online, he's using this EOTech 511. He has an AAC M4 2000 suppressor, which I got 2 of those. There's sequential serial numbers. I'm excited about that. I haven't picked them up yet. I haven't papered them, but I got 2 of them. So it's going to get the AAC suppressor, this EOTech. I'm going to need to find the old school EOTech magnifier, a Surefire light, and then some type of lower to match with the HK416 upper because lowers are impossible. So you have to do some type of clone. But yeah, it'd be really cool to have a legit, fully built out, clone correct HK416 upper. I have the optic, I have the suppressor. I can source the light, I can source a bunch of the other stuff. But yeah, I'm really holding out for that. Like, it's nothing special. You can find these for a couple $100, but that is the clone that it's used for me. So yeah, I have that. I also have these 2 ACOGs as of right now that I'm not using on anything. This one was on here, but when I was gonna make that deal, I stripped this gun. It had a Surefire light. It had this camo wrap, which I took off. This is a Knight's 16-inch upper on an LMT Mars lower, but now that I took it off, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with it. It shot really good. I shot it with this. I shot it suppressed. It's set up for my Surefire RC2 suppressor. But do I put this back on? I know it does look really good on there. I'm just not 100% sold on that. But yeah, this is the green crosshair, and it's got the arms mount. I like it a lot. I also have this one, which is just a standard crosshair. There's no tritium in this. So it's just basically a standard rifle scope when you look through it. It's still a 4x32. It's also got the RMR mount up here and offset iron sights. So I could mount an RMR on top. I do have a similar setup on my Noveske 14.5. So I don't know. I have these 2. I like FDE stuff. So right now I'm saving these for rainy day guns. Another thing is I'm picking up a 16-inch SIG Virtus in FDE. I'm thinking one of these would look good on there. So then I'll have 2 11.5s and the 16-inch. Other thing is, so this Virtus has the EOTech. I have the SIG Rattler with an EOTech and the SIG MPX with an EOTech. So I like running EOTechs on a lot of stuff, but I don't want to duplicate it on the same gun. So maybe an ACOG on the 16-inch gun, maybe a black ACOG on this one. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, and I know this is a lot of stuff, guys. I like collecting guns. I also like shooting, so I do try to shoot as much as I can, but obviously I know this is a lot of guns. It's my passion. So sometimes our passions take hold, and you know, it's like playing puzzles on how I want to set it up. But that's kind of where I'm at. The reason why I have this one out here too is this is my other BCM. So this is my Terminalis clone build. This is still missing 2 things. I need the Aimpoint X3C magnifier. We have 2 at our store. I just don't want to buy a brand new one. They're about $800 brand new. And then it's missing the burn-proof gear rail wrap. I think that's the right one, the burn-proof gear. So that's like $80. I'll buy that whenever I get the magnifier, and then we will have a clone correct Terminalis gun. Terminalis is a show in case you haven't watched it. I'm hoping there's some cool guns in season 2 because maybe I'll clone something from that. But yeah, this is my favorite hobby, and it's fun cloning guns from either movies, TV shows, what law enforcement or military uses, what specific, you know, elite people use. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But if you guys have ideas for me on these, let me know. I was also thinking Extraction 2 with Chris Hemsworth. In that movie, I think he used a 12.5-inch Daniel defense, but I was thinking about something like that on this. He used an EOTech and a magnifier, and then I think he also had it suppressed. I have a magnifier too that I could put on here, but yeah, still still undecided on this one, but it's a great gun. I haven't shot it yet. I've shot the other two, but yeah, BCM makes really good stuff. I put a Geisley trigger in this, Radian safety selector. Still gonna rock the factory BCM charging handle. Did do Magpul MS Pro sights, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know we didn't really talk about too much, but this is just projects that I'm actively working on at the moment, and I will see you in my next video.